Hello, everyone. Welcome to Awards Circuit. I'm Clayton Davis, Film Awards Editor at Variety.
And I'm Janelle Riley, Deputy Awards and Features Editor at Variety.
And today was the Oscar nominations for the 93rd ceremony, and we're really excited, where Mank led the nomination tally with 10 nominations. Included in that is Gary Oldman in lead actor, Amanda Seyfried in supporting actress. But then we also had 6 films get 6 nominations each, which is a nice spread. We had a big spread of the nomination tally, and we had some great history made as well. Judas and the Black Messiah, first film with an all-Black producing team nominated for Best Picture, which was just incredible to see. And we also had 2 films directed by women nominated in Best Picture. That is the 3rd time that that's happened in history, tied with 2010 when The Hurt Locker and Education got in, and then 2011 with Winter's Bone and The Kids Are All Right. So it was an all right day for diversity at the Oscars.
Also making history, we have for the first time ever 2 female directors nominated for Best Director. Chloe Zhao for Nomadland and Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman.
Chloe is the most nominated woman in 1 year with 4 nominations. Emerald Fennell, she is the 3rd woman to receive 3 nominations in the same year, following Sofia Coppola for Lost in Translation and Fran Walsh for Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. And then we have the acting lineups, our most diverse acting lineup in history. 9 of the 20 are people of color. It beats the previous record of 7, which was held during the year of The Departed and Babel and Little Miss Sunshine, I believe it's 2006. But we have Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal, first Muslim actor to be nominated in lead. Chadwick Boseman, nominated for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, the 7th posthumous acting nominee in history. We have Stephen Yeun for Minari, which is pretty much for Janelle's mom in order to get her to get
She hasn't called me yet. She must have slept through the nominations.
She doesn't know yet. First Asian American to be nominated in that category. And then we have Viola Davis becoming the most nominated Black woman in history. 4 nominations, both great and sad at the same time in that respect, but still a great achievement. Also, the 2nd time that we've had 2 Black women nominated in lead actress, Andra Day and Viola Davis. Last time was in 1972 with Cicely Tyson.
Diana Ross, right?
Diana Ross, yes. It just escaped me.
Also playing Billie Holiday,
yes.
Which is great.
Cicely Tyson and Diana Ross, who also played Billie Holiday and Lady Sings the Blues, which was great. And then
if you want a nomination, just play Billie Holiday.
Yeah, and exactly.
Really amazing.
That'll get you in there. And then we have Yo Jung Yoon for supporting actress. We have a person of color in every acting category, which is
that the first
great.
time this has happened?
Possibly.
Yeah.
I can't say with definitive assurance, but I think it might be.
I was surprised to learn that Viola Davis was the first Black woman to be nominated for Best Actress twice.
Yeah, I think she's only the 2nd to ever be nominated, win, and then return for another nomination. But we had a lot of snubs and surprises.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest surprise, and it was a very pleasant one, was Lakeith Stanfield earned his first Oscar nomination. He's such an exciting actor. He's always a joy to watch. Kind of interesting, he was nominated for the role of William O'Neill in Judas and the Black Messiah. Very acclaimed performance, and yet he had been placed in the lead acting category, so we really didn't expect to see him pop up in Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah, he was campaigning in lead actor. This is just funny. I was talking about this earlier in the season. They do switcheroo sometimes when you campaign and supporting, switch you to lead. Kate Winslet for The Reader, Keisha Castle Hughes in Whale Rider. This is the first time that I can remember that they did a backwards thing from lead to supporting. They don't do that very often, which just shows how much they love Judas, and they were just looking to give it anywhere they could. But obviously that did not happen for Dominique Fishback, who we still love and we still admire, and we will love you forever. Snub, Regina King, and One Night in Miami. We had 8 Best Picture nominees. We usually get between 8 and 9. I felt good that 8 was going to be the number. And I if I was a betting man, I think it might have been number 9 in that regard. But no Regina King in director. One Night in Miami didn't get into picture, but we do have Leslie Odom Jr. Getting nominated in acting and song. He's the 4th person to ever get nominated in acting and song categories, but he's the first man to do it, which is interesting because considering that men usually run all the stuff of the Oscars. But he follows suit of Mary J. Blige, Lady Gaga, and Cynthia Erivo, which is funny that this has never happened, but now this is like consecutive years that it's happened.
Right,
so
right. It's
We have a
happening.
trend. We have a trend now.
Aaron Sorkin, whose Trial of the Chicago 7 has done very well this season. He was, of course, recognized for his original screenplay, and the film is nominated for Best Picture. But after scoring a DGA nomination last week, I really expected to see him here today. And sadly, he did not make the cut. Instead, Thomas Vinterberg for another round stepped in.
Thomas Vinterberg, one of the surprises at BAFTA, was able to muster in, here into the 5, which was really great to see.
What for you was the most pleasant surprise? I mean, when I heard Paul Racy's name called, I think cheer went across the world.
Oh my God. It was so, it just felt good. Because a lot of days we look for good things to happen, and I'm so happy for him, and the movie just overall doing overall great. I think I was really happy for the father in production design, especially, and in editing. That was great to see. Promising Young Woman in editing was also great. Theoretically, by historical stats, don't live and die by this, there are only 2 movies right now that theoretically could win Best Picture based on everything that they have, and that would be Promising Young Woman and Nomadland. So this may have just turned into that race, but as I have said also earlier in the season, this could be a Roma versus Green Book again, in terms of Trial of Chicago 7 looking like the Green Book there, missing director, had the momentum. It's going to win SAG Ensemble. Maybe a better comparison could be 3 Billboards that also missed director for Martin McDonough. And then Nomadland kind of being the Roma, has a lot of passion behind it. When preferential ballot comes into play, anything's possible because that only exists in Best Picture. But this is our last time having between 5 and 10 nominees. We're back to straight 10 next year.
Right. It's going to be 10 from here on out, correct?
Yeah. What was your big surprise?
I mean, I was just so thrilled to see Paul make it for Sound of Metal. He's so wonderful in that film. And I feel like this was a case where not only had Sound of Metal just continued to gain momentum overall, I don't want to say people listened to the critics, but I think the critical push for him maybe helped him, snag that spot, whatever it was, however he got there. I couldn't be more thrilled.
You took it. Yep. And Terrence Blanchard getting as composer, the only nomination for the Five Bloods, but if it's going to happen for anyone, I'm okay with Terrence Blanchard being there.
Absolutely.
For everyone, just keep on watching. We'll be here. I'm Clayton Davis, Film Awards editor.
And I'm Janelle Riley, Deputy Awards and Features editor.
We'll see you on the circuit.